To open the PowerPoint software, what you do, you go down to this search area in the taskbar. You click in the search area, then you're going to type the word PowerPoint. And before you can complete typing the word PowerPoint, you'll see that the best match comes with PowerPoint 2013 for the application that I'm using. What you do, you double click on it and then the software will open. What I'm going to do, I'm going to close this dialog box. I'm currently using the Microsoft PowerPoint presentation 2013 version, but if you're using a later version or an earlier version, the concepts would be the same. There are three ways in which you can make a PowerPoint presentation. The first method is to create your PowerPoint using a blank presentation. The second way in which you can make a PowerPoint presentation is to use templates. So here we have the different templates. So we have business, diagrams, charts, education. So if you click on the business template, here you will see some presentations which you can choose from based on your topic. So I'm going to click this one, right? And here we have a template in which you can click and change the text or the pictures to suit your need. Now I'm going to close this. You can click up here and search for the different templates. So for example, if you're doing a business presentation, you can come up here, click enter, and here you'll see all the templates that are related to business. I'm going to click this button to go back. The third way in which you can make a PowerPoint presentation is to select one of these themes. So I'm going to click on this one, and a theme is like a background upon which you can type your different information on each of the slides. So I'm going to start with a blank presentation. So I'm going to use my mouse to double click on it. And here we have the interface for the PowerPoint presentation software. Before you start to make your PowerPoint presentation, what I want you to do is to save the file so that you don't accidentally lose it. So you're going to use your mouse, you're going to come up to the tab, the file tab, you're going to click on it. Then you're going to come down to the save as, you're going to click on it. Then you're going to choose the location. For today's video, I'm going to put it on the desktop. You can either put it on the desktop or you can click browse down here and search for the location on the computer. So I told you that I want to go and save it on the desktop. I'm going to look here if I see desktop. Yes, here's desktop. Then I'm going to give it a name that I can remember. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to call it PowerPoint tutorial. I'm going to look at the file type. I'm going to click here and I'm going to choose the file type that is of the extension. After I've completed typing the name of the file, what I'll do, I'm going to use the mouse to move the cursor and I'm going to select the save option. I'm going to click on it, and if it says your PowerPoint tutorial will be saved as PPTX, that is the version that we want. You're going to click yes. And here now, if you look up the top here, you'll actually see the file name is right here, which is what we want. So here we have the file name based on what we saved the presentation software as a while ago. I am going to show you the main features of the PowerPoint software so that if you're using the help feature in the PowerPoint software or if you're searching on Google, you're able to understand the instructions that are given. Microsoft PowerPoint is an example of a presentation software. Let us look at the key terminologies for the Microsoft PowerPoint software. This large panel that you see on your screen is called the slide area. This panel that you see on the left-hand side of your screen is called the slide navigation pane. This area here is known as the ribbon. These are the tabs. So we have File, Home, Insert, Design, Transitions, Animations, Slideshow, Review, and View. These are tabs. These are groups. So we have the slides group, the paragraph group, and the drawing group. The lower part of the screen, in this area, we have the status bar that has a few commands. Here we have the Home tab ribbon that is displayed, and it has different groups in it. So we have the clipboard group, we have the slides group, we have the font group, the paragraph group, the drawing group, and the editing group. An important part of the presentation software is a ribbon, which I showed you previously. I'm going to use my mouse to click in this text area. And for this example, I'm going to type the equal sign symbol so that I can show you how to use the launch button that is in the group. I'm going to zoom it up so they can see a little bit better. All right, so here we have the ribbon here. This section is a ribbon, right? And we have different tabs as I stated, right? So here we have the Home tab, and this is a ribbon that is associated with the Home tab. We have the Insert tab, and this is a ribbon. Then we have the Design tab, and the Transitions tab, and so on. So we're going to come back to the Home tab, right? Now the file is not going to get, the File tab is not going to give you a ribbon. Instead, it's going to give you this option to save or open a file or print a file or share a file. Let's go click this icon to go back. All right. So what I'm going to explain to you now is a ribbon. So here we are on the Home tab, and this is a ribbon that is associated with the Home tab. Different tools are grouped into different categories. So the first group that we have is a clipboard, right? And then another group is the slides, right? And what they did, they put the frequently used common tools in the group, right? Now, where you see this little launch button, it indicates that there are some more tools or icons that cannot be displayed in this font group. So if I was to click on it, here you would see you get a floating dialog box, which would give you some more options, which could not hold in the group which was displayed here. So I'm going to close this, right? So for example, if you're in the paragraph group, and here we have the launch button, this arrow here, when we click on it, we get some more options which were not visible in the paragraph group. Okay. So here again, we have the tools which are in groups, and the groups forms a ribbon, and the different tabs indicate the different types of um, ribbons that you have available in the PowerPoint software. So we have covered the key components for the PowerPoint presentation. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you how to make a presentation using the PowerPoint software. Now, here on the screen, we have the slide, and the first slide is the title slide, right? So it says click to add the title. So what we can do, we can click there, and I'm going to type PowerPoint tutorial, right? Now here it shows a red line. It indicates that it is not correctly spelled, or there's something wrong with the how you typed it. So what we're gonna do, we can either click here where the O is and put a common O, or you can right click on the where the word is highlighted, right click with your mouse, and here it gives you some suggestion. So here it is PowerPoint, that is how you would correct it. Now this rectangle is called a thumbnail, and it represents a slide that you're seeing here. All right. Now to insert a new slide, we click in the slide navigation pane, or the thumbnail area, which it is sometimes called. You click in here, press enter on the keyboard, and you get a new slide. Now you notice that this slide, which is the title slide, is different from this slide that is after the title slide. Oh, I forgot to add a subtitle, so I can say made by CAD with Mr. Pew. All right, I'm going to come back to this slide. So this is how you navigate between slides. All right, you click on the thumbnail, and you'll get to the slide that you want to fix. So here now, I'm going to type, I click outside again, you'll see click to add the title for this slide. So this slide, I'm going to type items that will be covered in this class. All right, good. So here now I'm going to click here, and the first thing we're going to do is design the presentation, which is the one we're making now, right? Or add the next text in the next slide in the bullet point. At the end of the sentence, you use the keyboard to press the enter button. And this is how you would go to the next line. The next thing we're gonna do now, we're actually going to do I'm gonna show you how to present the slides. I'm gonna show how you will present the PowerPoint presentation. Right? The first way, right? Then I'm going to do animation And the computer is going to fix the capital M that I have there, right? And then we're going to look at transition. Right? Press enter. All right. Now, this is called a bullet point slide, right? Because here we have the different bullets here, right? So what we can do to enhance the presentation of it, we can use our mouse to click at the end of the S and then carry it up to the D, and it will select the typed text that we have on this second slide. Right? This is the second slide. It says 1, 2, so this is the second slide. What I'm gonna do now, I'm going to right click and then I'm going to hover over until I see convert to smart art, and I'm going to choose one of these formats. All right, so we have that one, we have this one, we have, okay, we're gonna choose this design, right? All right, now, oh, I'm going to also show you how to, so I'm gonna click here, press enter, I'm gonna, oh, backspace, I'm gonna put the cursor at the end of the S here, press enter to add another one. So I'm gonna show the second method to present the PowerPoint. All right, and it's PowerPoint software. All right, so we can click out here. We have to, okay. So this is how you would use smart art designs to enhance the presentation of it. Now, you can see that the slide still looks a little bit plain, right? So what I'm going to do is go up to the design, like what we said, you're going to look at the design. So I come up here to the design, I'm going to click here, and I'm going to just choose a design. Let me choose, you're going to choose a theme. We are in the themes group on the design ribbon, right? I'm going to choose, let me choose this one or this one, right? Now you see there are different variants. So in this here we have different variants. Now we can drop down this drop down arrow and get further themes that we can choose from, right? So if you just hover over them, you'll get a preview. Okay? All right. So I'm gonna choose the one which I chose, right? And if you come over here now, well, this group, the variance group, you can actually choose different variants. And if you want more options, you can click this drop down arrow. You can choose the colors, right? Just come down, right? Let us choose this one. All right. Now you see the slides look a little bit more. It looks a little it looks better. All right. So we're gonna click the second slide, right? I'm gonna go back to the home tab. And this is another way in which you can insert a new slide. You come up to here and you click new slide. Now, some of these buttons have this arrow pointing down. It indicates that um, there's a drop down menu. And if you click on it, you can get more options. So this would be the different ways in which you can actually format the next slide when you're making a new slide. But I'm just gonna click this top section to keep the format that is there, okay? Okay, another thing that you realize is that when I chose this theme, you notice that the title is at the bottom. So I don't want the title at the bottom, right? I want it back at the top. So what I have to do is come up to the design tab on the ribbon and choose a different design. And it will be at the top. Here it is. See? So let me choose. It's a little bit too colorful. So I can drop down here and choose somewhere. Let's choose this one, right? And the variant I'm gonna choose is a blue. I'm looking for a blue one. So I'm gonna come down here, choose colors and choose I'm looking for a blue one. I don't like this one, so I'm gonna choose, yes, you're gonna choose this one, right? And the color that variant I wanna choose is this one, all right? So we see I've showed you how to design it in different ways and it looks a little bit better, all right? So I'm gonna come to the third, I'm on the second slide. To navigate to this one, the third slide, I just click on this one, this thumbnail in the slide navigation pane. And I can also click on this one and hold it down with my left mouse and move it. And this slide will become the second slide, right? If I come up here, this is the undo button. So if I click on it, it will go back to being the next third slide, all right? Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to click here to add the title and I'm going to type sports. I don't want this arrow down here, right? So what I can do, I can go back to the home tab and then now I can go to the slides group and here we have layout. I can select this drop down arrow and I'll get more options. So I want this one, right? Where I only have the title only and I'll show you in a little while what I'm doing. So I'm gonna click on it and now you see that it only has a title. This lower section is no longer there, right? I'm gonna show you now how to insert a picture and we're doing sports and the first sports that we're looking at is cricket. So I'm going to click the Insert tab. In the Images group, I'm going to click Online Pictures. And in the Search image area right here, I'm going to type cricket. Click Enter. I'm going to insert this photograph. I'm going to click Insert. And here it is. Now, what you have to do, you have to resize it, right? Because I'm going to put a label um, under the picture. So what you do, you click on the image, the photograph or the image. You move the cursor until you see this double diagonal arrow as shown. And you just click and hold the mouse down and move it until it is reduced to the size that you want, right? Now what you're gonna do now, you're gonna move the mouse so that the cursor changes to the cross or the T. You're gonna click on it and you're gonna move it up right. All right. Now what I'm gonna do now, I'm going to label the photograph. So I'm going to go to click the Insert tab and I'm going to come across to the text group. When I'm going to click the text box, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just click and drag, right? And in here, I'm going to type cricket to label the diagram. Okay, click outside. Now I can click on the word cricket, and then I'm going to come up to the home tab, and in the paragraph group, I'm going to click the center alignment, right? Good. Now the next photograph that I'm going to insert for the sports is football, right? So I'm going to repeat the process again. Insert. If I had the pictures on my computer, I would go to pictures here instead of online. And what you would do, you would look through the pictures that you have saved on your computer. All right, so I'm going to come here. I'm going to repeat insert online pictures. I'm going to click in here. I'm going to write football. When I'm finished football, I'm going to click, press the enter button. All right, so here we have the different, or we have the American football. So for the interest, in the interest of time, I'm going to click um, this image, click insert. All right, so I'm going to repeat the process. I'm going to click on it, move the cursor until it changes. I'm going to click my left mouse button, hold it down, and resize it, carry it to a smaller size. Then I'm going to hover over the image until I see the cross, and then I'm going to move it up right here. So it's a little bit larger, so I'm going to resize it again. I'm going to come to the diagonal here. And to maintain the aspect ratio, you resize it from the corners, right? If you resize it from the other parts, it may not maintain the aspect ratio, meaning it's gonna get not gonna maintain the same ratio. So if this was a face, right, and you enlarge it from here, the face will not maintain the same ratio of the length to the width of the image, right, which would be the face as an example. Now, if you hover over, remember I said you can move the mouse. If you move the mouse to move the cursor, if you move the cursor right here, see it changes to an arrow pointing in a circular fashion. So if you click on it, you can actually rotate the diagram, right? So I'm gonna rotate this one for you. See? So we're gonna label our football here. So we're gonna go to insert tab. And we're going to go to text box, and then we're going to click right here, and then we're going to label it football. And then what you can do, you can actually move the text box rather than centering it as I showed you not too long ago. All right. So coming back to the objectives for the class, we looked at the design. I'm going to show you the first way in which you can present the PowerPoint presentation. All right, so we're going to go to down here on the status bar. If we come down here, you'll actually see the slideshow icon down here, right? So what you have to do, you have to click on the first slide that you want to start the presentation at, right? So then you're gonna come down here and you click slideshow, and here you would be able to see the slideshow, right? So there are different ways in which you can move to the next slide. You can press the enter key, you can press the space bar, you can press the down arrow, the up arrow, the left arrow, or the right arrow, or the page up key, or the page down key. I'm going to use my right arrow, right? So this is the second slide. This is the third slide. Now to come back to the original presentation where we made it, you press escape and you'll come back right here. Okay? All right. So we have covered how to present the slideshow. I'm going to show you how to animate the items that are on the slide, right? So let us look at it. And what this would do now is make your animation, your PowerPoint presentation um, more impactful to your audience, right? So I'm going to show you first how to animate the pictures and how to animate the text, right? So the item that I'm going to animate is the photograph right here. So I'm going to click on it. Then can you guess which tab I'm going to go to animate? You're going to come up to the animations tab. I'm going to click on it. And here now, you look at the animation group. These are the different ways in which you can animate the item that you selected, which is our photograph right there. If you click this drop down arrow, there are many more, right? But since we're doing our first one, we'll just choose a simple feed. As you get, and there you get a preview of it, right? So as you get a little bit more comfortable with it, you can try the other advanced animation types, right? Here we have the one here, and here we have the star here. Over the slide navigation pane, it indicates that there's a animation applied, right? Then I'm going to animate the cricket. So I click on the text box. Gonna come here, gonna make it consistent, gonna click the feed, right? And see it came in, right? Huh? Right. Now I'm gonna animate also the football. So I'm gonna go feed. And I'm going to also animate. So I click on the text box, right? Feeding. So here we have 4 things animated on this slide. Here it is 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the order in which it will be presented in the slideshow, right? So let me go to the slideshow down here, and the slide which will be shown is slide 3, the current slide. So let me show you now. See? So when you press the enter key, the space bar, the up page or down page, you'll see. So what now? I'm gonna press the enter key, right? You have the cricket, the word cricket, then we have the football, then we have the word football, right? Gonna press escape on the keyboard to come back to our original era that we were. All right, so we did the transition, right? No, sorry, we did the animations. Now the next thing that we need to cover is the transition. How does the PowerPoint slides move from one slide to the other, right? So what we're gonna do now, we're going to click the first slide. We're gonna come up to the transitions tab, and we're just gonna choose a simple feed. But if you want some others, you can click this drop down arrow and you can choose. You have curtains, but we're just gonna choose a simple feed, right? And we can indicate with us with sound or no sound if you want here, or and the duration, okay? And you can just click apply to all right here, and the 3 slides would transition, have the same transition effect. Now remember I told you I'm gonna show you another way how to present the slide. So I'm going to come up here now. I can click the slideshow tab, and then you click either from the beginning or from the current slide. So I'm going to go from the beginning. And I think if you press F5, it also does the same thing for you. So I'm going to click from the beginning, right? So here it is. I'm going to press my down arrow and see, right? Then I'm going to come down to the next as you see fading, right? And then here now, I'm going to show the animation. So here we have the photograph of the cricket, then the word for the cricket, then the actual football, and then the word, right? To exit the PowerPoint, to exit the view slideshow, you press enter on the keyboard, and this is how you would um, make a PowerPoint presentation. If you want to see what the home tab would look like, you would click here, right? So I want to show you how to open your PowerPoint presentation. So here on this page, you'll see recent, and these are all the PowerPoint presentations that I made recently. If you want to pin it, you have this little pin here. You can click on it, and every time when you open the PowerPoint software, this pinned item will be in the recent list, okay? Let me unpin it by clicking it again, and there it is. Or if it's not here, meaning it was done a long time ago, you can click here and then search either on this computer and look for it, and that is how you would open a PowerPoint presentation that you made previously. Press, you click this arrow and you'll go back, right? So I'm going to open the last PowerPoint I was working on.